video. This is going to be a love reading, you guys. Let's get into it. Right off the bat, I'm feeling like your masculine feels like it's really easy to love you. You know, they feel like it's easy to love you and understand you here. They feel like, how could anyone not love you? Some of you guys, you got a divine masculine that maybe from your past. I feel like maybe this isn't somebody that screwed you over, but maybe they didn't have a true understanding of you. I'm feeling like this person's thoughts are reversing here. You know, loving you is easy because you're beautiful, when they could have misjudged your energy just to find themselves craving it. You know, they crave that femininity. A lot of you guys are like, maybe you're sweet and like somewhat submissive, but hey everybody, hi everyone entering the chat. This person likes your submissiveness. They like your sweetness here. Like something about you can be, if not submissive, like you can be attentive here, at least to the people you love, but you're not that way with everybody. And this is something that they like about you. Like you guys talk to them in baby voice, but you don't talk to other people in a baby voice here. It's like, they can see it now. They didn't see it before. I'm going to use the clarifying love situations deck. I'm going to try to only take the positive cards here. Um, and not any negative ones, because I just want the highest love. Achievable insight, embrace practical steps towards clarity, bringing your goals within reach here. See, it's like they feel like it's very easy to love you and to understand you, to where it would take nothing to love you. They feel like it's like this person wants to give you like all the love that you could pretty much handle here, and now they're gaining insight on you. And it's not just insight, it's achievable insight. They find it easy to understand you. Other people, it wasn't as easy to understand other people here. Someone's like, you just click to them, watching you, they're like, yo, you just click to them. Somebody, ooh, they feel like you're theirs. You got somebody pretty much claiming you behind the scenes. I'm hearing like, yo, you're mine, that's mine. Like, they feel like it's easy to love you. Long story short, devotion blooms is coming out here. Devotion blooms. I feel like some of you guys are just as in love with this person, and you guys are trying not to give into this energy completely. Somebody feels like, if you want to love them, it's okay to love them here. Somebody felt like maybe you held back your love from them, and they not that they wanted you to chase them, but they wanted some surety from you that you didn't feel like comfortable giving at that time period. Some of you guys did not know how to like entrap them. Like the feminines they met before could have been more dominant, and now they're realizing, like, I'm hearing this person say basically, if you want me to stay, I'll stay. I won't ever leave. Like this energy feels like that type of energy. If you want me to stay, I'll stay. I won't ever leave here. Some of you guys could have been like, oh well, I don't want to hold you, like you gotta go, you can go. And then it's like, they misinterpreted your energy. Like, yo, for maybe like, masculine energy, and then vice versa when they had girls trying to hold them down, like, no, don't leave, don't do this, and blah, 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 blah. Like, they didn't realize that they didn't come across true divine feminine rather than this orchestrated type of femininity. Like some of you guys, you don't talk in like a high pitched voice. You guys talk regular. You guys talk like maybe even super villain feminine, like, like like your voice could be like you're real regular, almost to a point of being somewhat coming off as apathetic. You could have came off as apathetic to this person in the past, when now they're realizing that was your removing your emotions is how you make people comfortable with doing them hair. Like, like it's whatever. Like some people I didn't realize are so offended by that. Like, it's like choose what you want to do hair. Like, I was expecting you to make the decision, like they were used to feminines putting some sort of hold on them, and you weren't going to put that hold on them. You truly wanted them to do what you want them to do, and you guys were going to stay devoted, whatever. Now they can see that after they're like, why do I keep ending up with fake women, I guess, or fake people here that fake the funk? They love you because now they can see it. Like they can see it and they can understand it when initially they were confused by like your true authenticity and divinity. Like, here, devotion blooms, nature both blossoms and thorns with tenderness, and thorns with tenderness here too. See, and I even have to read the card that kind of describe the energy of that card coming out here. Finding forever. Your path holds infinite possibilities if you dare. Somebody, it feels like, God damn, they're in love with you. And especially when you guys, like, when you guys are your natural selves, some of you guys could switch up your style a bit. Like sometimes you wear makeup, sometimes you don't. Sometimes you might wear your hair out, sometimes you might wear your hair like, like done up in different styles here. Because I was just seeing that Cardi B kept switching her wigs, and it's funny. I'm like, they used to tell me I was in sync with the rappers, and I do. Just after somebody, is that your real hair? Then I see Cardi B, is that your real hair, Cardi B? Like no, and she's like, it's the wig. And then I made a joke about blondes sometimes being bald headed, and I didn't ask the blonde with tattoos that came up after I said the bald headed brunette asked me if it was my real hair. I was like, and I didn't ask the blonde if it was her real hair either, because I know sometimes they can lose their hair and they might be wearing tracks and whatnot. And then Sabrina Carpenter did a photo shoot with a bald cap on, and then she had a bunch of wigs hanging in the background. Like, yeah, you're right. I do wear wigs. And then I think that's so funny, because a lot of like black, that's how I could tell if a black man truly dated interracially or not. I'm like, because he's convinced that only black women wear wigs. I'm like, what the hell? I'm like, I'm like, I'm like, it's all types of fusions and wigs and like, and halfways and sew-ins and tape-ins and like, lasered in and tied on and like, I'm like the only race I truly know to not wear it like at all amongst them were Indian women. I'm like, I'm serious about that. Like, I know why I keep getting racial, but either way, that's, you know. But I was like, that just went completely in sync. Like, like my full fledged like joke there, mostly joke, like I was flipping it, but I was being serious here. I'm like, if you think only black women wear wigs, I'm like, you ain't never date nobody interracially for real. Like, in my family, nobody wears weave except for me, ironically enough. And they are mostly church going people, and they got the silkest press. They got silk press. And then there's people with locks, and like no in between. And they got locks or silk press. I'm from Jersey, where like Lauren Hill came out. So this is all the natural headed people. There's natural headed people in my friend group. It's either usually natural hair, locks, and then a few of my friends wear braids. Nobody in my family even wears box braids. They all have silk press or there's locks. Secret desires, unspoken, except for when I come through and I do their braids. Sometimes I'll do my sister braids. My sisters used to do me a silk press and clip my ends, and that's why my silk press hasn't been looking that good. I refuse to let them do it on it. Not that it don't look that good. I just don't be doing it like how they do it. They was come finesse it, clip my ends, and then I'm like, I really look like I'm back to church. I'm like, what is it? God is trying to tell me something right now. right now, right now. That's what most people in my family look like. Like they still dress like older time black people. They, yeah. If you're wondering, and I'm the only one with tattoos too. Like, oh my god, like piercings, all that. Like, yeah, and I look like them, but I don't. I look like all of them at once. It's crazy. Um, I'm about to blab on about myself, but either way, secret. Unspoken needs can plunge you into deep confusion, secret desires coming out here. Yeah, okay. So this person wants to let you know that if you have any secret desires, that they're willing to fulfill those desires for you here. I feel like some of you guys, this could be like a forbidden type of love, like divine, please tell me more. We got between the lines, uncover the truth carefully and write your own ending. Between the lines is coming out here. So, yeah, okay. Somebody feels like you have some hidden desires here for them. And they, like, they feel like, maybe you were trying to make them, or this could be this person's hidden desires. Oh, no, this, you know what energy is bringing back to the beginning? They had a hidden desire to be there with you and stay with you, but they expected you to read between the lines here, where somebody wishes that they made a decision to, like, I don't know, stay with you, be in your life here. Like, hmm. Like they wish they locked you down stronger. They were expecting you to express your wants and needs to be in a relationship here, where they're now realizing that this was their desire. They, like, they desire you to be their girl. Like, they're like, wait, I should have asked. Like, do you want to be my girlfriend? Like, because they also don't want to see you with nobody else. Between the lines. Heal unresolved conflicts with kindness, not anger. Okay, yeah. Somebody is hoping that you will talk with them nicely about anything that they did or said that bothered you here. I feel like some of you guys could have been a little bit hot-headed. They're like, and you feel like you're always right. Maybe that part of you is ending there. Like some of you guys could have, like, when you get upset, it could be hard for you to, like, think. Maybe you react, and you guys are learning to put yourself in think mode, and like not, and because you guys might look at the under layers of why people acted a certain way here, like rather than like taking things like at surface value, because you guys do see things so quickly, so deeply, you feel things so deeply, and you see things deeply. With the read between the lines here, you might have to stop reading between the lines and just face things without the emotion here, and tell this person, well, I don't, when you did that, you made me feel some type of way. Some of you guys are used to going tit for tat, like, like you, and you don't even realize that. That's not everybody. Take what resonates and leave the rest behind. Not every reading is going to resonate with everyone, and that is okay. I'm reading mostly the symbolism and the layout in the cards mixed to the downloads here. Turbulence. Yeah, that could have caused some turbulence here. Some of you guys maybe were expecting the worst. You had some things to heal. Whirlwind. Don't get caught up in the drama. Choose peace is coming out here. Yeah, don't get caught up in the drama. Choose peace. I feel like you guys might be learning to choose peace now, like when maybe before you could have gotten caught up in the emotions, but you developed a lot more and you're a lot better now. And they love that this did happen to you. Like they believe that you're going to keep getting better over time. This is why I'm saying this forever love here. Like this person, like, like they watched you mature mentally and emotionally, and get control of your whirlwind of emotions. I feel like you guys could have did a lot. Some of you guys were taking birth control, and it could have affected the way you thought and felt. Like, I was thinking that thing. I had made a video about the Mirena IUD and whatnot, and I'm like, that junk does to mess with your emotions. It can mess with the way you feel about the world, interpret the world here. And this could have had you in some sort of whirlwind in the past. And this is for some people who your divine masculine might be someone you dated already, and you guys are going to, that's like your twin flame. So, and I don't use that really often, but some of you guys are on some twin flame journey because you had somebody, you might be on a twin flame journey, but this could be like, I don't want to say that this person mirrored your energy because that's not what they did. They resisted mirroring or reflecting your energy. I feel like this person helps you to see and understand yourself through maybe silence here. Some of you guys might not have liked the fact that these people gave you silence, but in those time periods, you might have been caught up in a whirlwind of emotions. If not, this is vice versa. You could have gave them silence because you felt like they were caught up in a whirlwind of emotions or in a whirlwind of pride here. That's what's coming out in the cards. Some of y'all don't like to hear certain things, but like, but if you're real, you can admit that, like, I was overly, maybe I shouldn't have flipped the chair, called his mother a like, some of you guys are, there's light feminines, but there's dark feminines, and there's divine feminines in here, you know. And we go through things and and there's a lot on us, so it's like it's almost forgiven. I'm like, it's a lot on us, like you can't, like it'd be a lot, like, from bleeding for 5 days out of the month to having the world like on your shoulders, on your back here, like, laid to rest. Let go of lingering disputes and make peace together. Let go of lingering disputes and make peace together is coming out here under achievable insight. Okay, so this is something that some of you guys can work out, and you guys know I do not be accounting for any past energy, but like this love reading itself seems to be like for maybe somebody in the past, and this is something that can be worked out because of this achievable insight. And this achievable insight is either you or the divine masculine gaining some sort of calm and perspective here to where you guys are ready to have like a real chat. Hello, everyone entering the room. How are you? And divine, is something more. Oh gosh. We got wild at heart. A desire for freedom leads to running away again. Wild at heart. A desire for freedom leads to running away again. Oh gosh. Trapped in an instability, resist impulsive urges to find steadier ground here. Yeah, okay. So yeah, this person could have like, there could have been a runner in this situation. Like maybe that was you, maybe that was them. Some of you guys can, a lot of you guys could have felt like you could always find better, or they could have felt like, all right, I could find better. I'm getting that you and this person are attractive people, so it seems like you got a lot of options, but then once you get to those options, you realize, dang, it's just not that meat and that potatoes. It's not that vibrating feeling, that feeling you feel like for somebody right here, like, because I can't just cuddle with no anybody, like, like that's hard to repeat. That whatever that is, that, oh, like that's love. You guys can now feel that because you're like, what is it? I don't know. I mean, and the divine could have sent you a perfect person, a perfect partner, and then some of you guys are crying because you're like, I just don't love him, and he does everything right, and I don't know. Like, yeah, I've seen a lot of women like that. I'm like, what do you want me to do? Like, why are you crying about having a perfect guy. I don't like him. Like I'm like, and that's okay. That's okay. You don't like him. You know, you could just say, I don't really feel much here. I'm not gonna lie, and then just move on. Like you know, like and then like there's different. I don't know. Like it's okay not to feel that and move on. It's I don't know, but you want that thing here because that it felt like love. You guys now are realizing that because that energy, that fueling energy that caused you both to look at yourselves, because I feel like you guys are perfect for each other, but you might not be perfect people, and that is okay. Like you guys and you guys, it might be worth working out other differences and talking it through after you guys are coming back together to realize that that feeling is not repeatable. Like it's like they can't find that feeling anywhere else. Like you guys can be like each other's addiction here. Somebody is definitely like, yo, you're my addiction, like baby, like oh baby, like like yo, like I don't care about anybody else. This person is realizing that, like yo, I don't care about nobody else. You guys are realizing that. Maybe you guys are like, I'd rather be alone. Like if it's not that feeling, then what's the point? I get annoyed too. Like then I realize that too. I'm like, I just don't care about this person, and they were like, well, that's because Lacey, you're you. I'm like, yo, honest with myself. Like, yo, here, like I felt a physical attraction. My tingle was below and in my eyes, but it wasn't that gravity that pulls me into this motherfucker here. That what does he have to offer me? He's not even that cute. Like, but dang, I love him. Like that's that should be like that's why I'm like I don't like at the end of the day like you got to know your chakras and where they're hitting for, even down to people who I felt just that connection for. I've had people who it was just this, and we barely talked, but we had some understanding, laughing there. But then the people who I had that, and then the throat chakra with, those are the neighbors I never thought to sleep with or something, but we enjoy having conversation. We be talking to the elevators, beeping, beep, 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 beep. Then I got to get out the elevator. And I'm like, yeah, because it's a different type of love here. I believe it's 7 types of loves, and it goes along with the heart chakra here. Like, not the heart chakra, it goes along with all the chakras, like the crown chakras and stuff like that. I'm like, where this love seems to be like a fixed love, like it seems to be like at its core here, like you guys are something at its core, and you guys, this is what this person is remembering most about you, like whatever they felt in here, like in it, like in here, like they just felt something in here that radiated through them and like through like all their bodies and chakras. It's like ooh. You made them feel like those little, what are those spiritual like love types of photos where the couples will be holding and they're just like light bodies and the light body is like lighting up. They're like, that's how they would describe that love visually. I wish I had like some way to show like spirit, you guys, I'm sure you see it. You've seen those like memes of like divine love. Ticking clock. Let love unfold naturally. Give it time to grow here with the let love unfold naturally. Yeah, this is that type of natural love coming out here. Like where this is going to unfold in a way like where you guys can't really stop it. It's like, it is what it is. It's like, it's a divine, it's something special. Divine, please tell me more. We got boundless spirit. Your only limits are the ones you put on yourself. Boundless spirit. Your only limits are the ones that you put on yourself here. I'm coming out here, and this is coming out under whirlwind of emotions. So you guys had to put your own emotions under, wraps here. A lot of you guys have maybe like you had, I feel like the limitations you put are a good thing here, where you guys are toning down your emotions and then you're able to talk to each other in such a way because this feeling is worth fighting for. It's worth keeping. It's not basically you guys don't have to fight. You guys were fighting in the beginning, but there's no longer fighting going on now. We got moonlight unity coming out here. Moonlight unity. Use understanding to have greater emotional balance. Use understanding to have greater emotional balance here. Yeah, you guys are using understanding. I feel like maybe you guys thought you understood your lover in the past, but maybe you were looking at it from a moment of a time of being scarred, like, and then this person feels like they can't tell you that you were reacting out of being scarred from the past because you would be like, nah, you're gaslighting me. And they're like, no, this isn't that. Like, it's like this lover is starting to understand that you're a person that they got to be tender with. Mouth getting dry. Divine, please tell me more. And yeah, I had to come back on here for a love reading. Deeper waters, step out of your comfort zone, explore new depths here. Step out of your comfort zone and explore new depths. I feel like this is you guys exploring emotions together. You guys are going to now be safe, going a lot deeper with one another here. Some of you guys are surprised of who you are now that you guys have discovered certain things about yourself here and whatnot. Yeah, somebody feels like you're too crazy and too unique to not love hair. They feel like you're too crazy and too unique and too deep to not be obsessed with. Somebody feels like anybody that loses you, they know would like, they know is will be tripping over you basically. Controlling. Power struggles lead to being manipulative. I'll put that. Yeah, power struggles lead to being manipulative. This is the energy they feel like maybe you had from the past, where they know that because of how cute you are, how different you are, that people are afraid to lose you. So they might have done some foul things to try to keep you here, and that these foul things done to you have made you a bit flighty, a bit like, on edge to like, even down to, of course, if you guys been in like a verbally abusive relationship or a relationship where somebody tried to narcissistic abuse, whatever type of abuse you've been through, it could be hard to trust even honest connections because you feel like, okay, this person is trying to break me down too, or this person like to stay. And then, that could lead to like, like people always say that, what is it? Like they'll say early childhood essay can like lead to like promiscuity. I'm like, people trying to entrap you can lead to like promiscuity too. If you were like a sweet feminine person and you've always had people try to entrap you like in places like because they didn't want you to go. But like you could always want to go from person to person here, especially if you're attractive and you have those options. It could be any little person, like, any little thing. Like, no, I'm gone. Like, no, and it could do the opposite too. It could make you pull away from people completely because you don't trust people, even down to friends. Like, yo, if you have been like, too attractive, you have friends trying to, dim your confidence, your self-esteem, do underhanded things to slowly chip away at you. Everything a bitch says, a bitch, you know, yeah, it says start sounding passive aggressive. You're like, is this person being passive aggressive? Is this deep? Like, friend or foe? You start approaching relationships like friend or foe rather than let's see how this goes here. Like if you had too many people testing you, that junk could make you crazy. It could like they could successfully, that's the craziest thing about abuse is that they could change the way you see other people. Like, because then you're walking, you don't even realize some people leave abusive relationships still walking on eggshells, like, like, and they don't even know they're walking on eggshells because those eggshells became like a microscope. Now they're looking at everything in a fine tooth and comb, trying to make sure that they're not getting trapped in another relationships that's trying to deteriorate them. It could be hard to trust people, like, after that, like whether that was happened to you, like platonically or relationship wise. I was about to say Capricorn. That doesn't say Capricorn. It just says capricious coming out here. Children are involved, or someone is being immature here. Children are involved, or someone is being immature here. Yeah. I wanted to just take the good cards. Taming anger. Don't roar in arguments. Respect can heal wounds. Don't roar in arguments. Respect can heal wounds is coming out here. I'm going to get some of the love notes because I want some sweeter energy. This energy does feel sweet, but I feel like some of you guys may have not been ready for the bad just yet in it. Like, like you guys are learning to accept that maybe it's different temperatures. Let me see. Yeah, we got You're My Soulmate coming on here. You're My Soulmate. It must be written in the stars because you most definitely are my destiny. We belong together. This divine masculine loves the way you take up a room. Like, you guys, like, people are starting to wonder, what is it about you? Who, like, how are you like this? Like, how, like, yo, like, who are you here? Like, you take up this, they feel like you're their soulmate, but you're around, like, you make them feel more comfortable to shine, like, you make them feel more comfortable to be themselves. Yeah, we got Your Mind. I get so pissed knowing other people can have you now. Is it toxic? Yeah, I don't care. I want the world to know you're mine. We got the Your Mind card coming out here. They want the world to know that you guys are theirs. We got your perfection coming out here. Your your perfection. Your beauty amazes me. I'm not sure how I attracted in someone like you, but I'm forever grateful. I'm not sure how I attracted in someone like you, but I'm forever grateful here. Yeah, somebody's very grateful to have ever had a chance with you. Like, I feel like some of you guys have been seeing this person for a while now. Like, or envisioning and feeling their energy for quite some time. And this person is definitely addicted to you. Hello, 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 everyone entering the chat here. We got Let the Past Go. We can rewind time and go back to before we were both broken down by life. Our past hold us back from our future here. But this is in reverse here because some of you guys do have, of course, you got a lot of people in your past that want you to let things go, but this is not that type of person here. This person wants you guys to revisit the past, and deal with it and work it out. Whereas, like the toxic masculine here wants you to just let it go without having any sort of like conversation about it. Your divine masculine is not going to be afraid to have these conversations and touch with you on that deep, authentic level that you need to be touched on. Is it true? I heard you were dating someone. Is it true? Please tell me it isn't. This person hopes that you're not dating anybody else. They feel like they hope you're not dating somebody else, but they know you aren't because they know part of you doesn't want to be in a relationship because you could have had too many people try to hold you back or slow you down. We got Wild Side. There's a side to you I haven't seen, and want to. I want to see you let loose and get wild. Let's have some fun coming out here in reverse. So maybe you guys did have fun before, or this person does like to see your wild side here. But this in reverse lets me know that this relationship is not strictly sexual here with the wild side in reverse here. Like I said, it's more about that feeling. Like you made this person realize what love is. They know is that their body and their soul glows and light ups when they're around you, but it doesn't light up and glow when other people are around. Somebody's really disgusted with themselves because of how they came at you. It's like, like it was real weird. Finding myself, it was time I went within to find myself again. I need to figure out what I want out of life. I need space here with the finding myself card here. I feel like this was you guys both. You guys could have needed space. You needed to find yourself. You needed to, what you gonna call it? Yeah, obsess. I think I'm obsessed with you. I think about you all the time. Stalk your socials and hope to run into you when I'm out. Yeah, somebody's obsessed with you and they hope that they could run into you. Like this person definitely like, like at first it's like they wanted all the sugar and no spice, but now they're like the spice is worth working out, basically. Like, like and then they also no longer blaming you for the scars that you may have taken on here, especially if that scars were they're not blaming you for the scars that you've taken on. This person has actually gained a lot of empathy for you and the way you operate in this world. Like you're making a lot of people gain a lot more empathy, maybe in general, for the divine feminine here. And this empathy, ironically enough, is coming through you guys demanding space and like there's so many women who just rather be alone right now. Like, like then like, deal with something else because it's just a lot. Like, like it's way too much. Like way too much in the world. Lost. I feel lost without you. Yeah, this person feels lost without you. Like they feel lost because you guys are, they don't, nobody's just like you. Like, nobody's as much like them. You guys are both star seeds. You guys are both creative. You guys are both like, even if it's just in thought form or solution, you guys are intuitive. But yeah, you got somebody very obsessed with you here. Jealousy. I'm very jealous. I can barely stand it. I'm very jealous. I can barely stand it here. We got you're mysterious in reverse. When this person first met you, you were very mysterious, but now they suddenly get you. They suddenly can figure you out. They suddenly can understand you here. You're mysterious. I can never seem to figure you out. Sometimes I feel like you're hiding something from me. Never really know where I stand with you. Never really know where I stand with you. Like I say, your energy could have been non-committal, a little more stoic in the beginning, and they could have took that for you being like apathetic, like but now it's like, okay, you're not such a mystery to them. Maybe you guys have been expressing yourself more. You guys could have been, I don't know, doing something to express yourself more, showing up in the world more, longer, whatever. Yeah, nervous coming out in reverse. Nervous. You make me nervous. Even just thinking about you, I get nervous. I'm not sure what to say or how to act around you. They're getting less nervous by watching you, or they feel less nervous than like before. A lot of weirdness has melted off of them into you. It's like somebody, like, they want to redo, like, they want to redo what they had with you. Like definitely want to redo what they had with you. And I feel like it has more to do with your mindset changing than any sort of glow up you had here. Because, like, it's not giving that, oh, you look good. And then, like, so now this person want to be back with you. They're like, because of your mindset and because of you guys, your forward movement in general, your ambition and that feeling they have, like, they're like, I can trust this person as a life partner. and there's not a lot of people in this world that they could trust that. And then seeing your authenticity is making everybody else around them look creepy. Like, it's like, tears are coming out here in reverse. When I think about you, I cry. Somebody used to maybe cry about you, but I feel like maybe they're drying up their tears and they're ready to come towards you. Or, somebody feels like they want to reverse making you cry. They don't want you to associate them with tears and sadness. They want you to associate them with like friendship, like, love, like they want to give you that same feeling that they have in them. If you remember that feeling here, emotional intimacy. I want the positive cards. Yeah, you're my fantasy. I have pictures and videos saved of you and use them for inspiration. I want you here. Some of you guys can feel this masculine's energy. They're like, their energy towards you because they only think about you in that way. Whether you guys believe it or not, I feel like they're numb. They're numb to a lot of pretty faces. They're numb to like this can happen to a lot of sensitive people. A lot of sensitive people, they don't like watching XX videos. Like I can't, and like, like even just a lot of things on TV you can't deal with. Like, like like, so you guys end up having fantasies in your head rather than like visual. I feel like this person isn't, even though they have your image saved, they're not just visual. They need some sort of story behind it, or that's you. You need some sort of emotion. You need some sort of like reason to like that person because they're so annoyed by like people they found beautiful before in the past that have not been beautiful in spirit here. I'm sorry. I hate how much I've hurt you. I'm so sorry for all the pain I've caused. You didn't deserve any of it. I'm so sorry for all the pain I've caused. You didn't deserve any of it. It's coming out here. We got emotional intimacy in reverse. I'm afraid to truly open up to you. Being raw and authentic with my emotions is something I'm still working on in reverse. This divine masculine is not going to be afraid to open up to you. I feel like they have worked on opening up to you, and they worked on their emotions as well as you worked on your emotions. So I feel like this love is coming back into play. I did not drop it. You're my favorite. See, I told you you're my favorite coming out here. You're my favorite. You're the person I want to call when something good or bad happens. The first thought I have, news to share. You're my person. Somebody, they could have felt like they could have that anywhere, but that's not the case here. A lot of people don't care. A lot of people don't want to listen. Like a lot of people are like, whatever and whatnot. And, but I feel like that's it, you guys. I hope you have a good day, night, evening. Whenever you're catching this live love reading, good night. It's like 4:35 a.m. here in the Netherlands, if you're wondering.